Good morning, Taimina Khan is here in TKMaths is fun. In today's video, we will see the concept of composite function, which is a part of the syllabus of O-level mathematics. IGCSE and CIE both have the same concept, same topic, sorry. Okay, so let's see this question. In this question, three functions are given to you: f of x, g of x, and h of x. You can see it here. And you have to find out f of g of x. Now, what does this mean? So let me start first of all, for example, with another concept here, which is not given here. But for example, if you have to find out f of g of 1, okay, let's see this first. What does it mean? It means you will find out g of 1, and whatever the answer will come, that will go in function f. So let's find out what is g of 1 is, okay? The function g is given to us here, which is 2x plus 1. So in place of x, I will write down 1, right? So it will become what? 2 1s are 2 plus 1 is 3. So it means in place of g of x, now you can write here 3. So the question will become f of 3 because g of 1 is equals to 3. We have just seen here. So now in function f, which is this one, let me write it here. We don't write usually, but just to explain to you, I'm writing it here. So in place of x, I will write down this value here, right? Which is called domain. So it will become 3 square minus 3. 3 square is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. So it means finally the answer of f of g of 1 is equals to 6. So I'm repeating. First you found g of 1. The answer you got, that answer you plugged in function f here, and you got your final answer 6. The same concept we will apply here in part 1, but instead of having the value like here we had 1, we have function, no value. So at the end you will not get the answer in terms of number, you will have another function. So same concept, what is my g of x? 2x plus 1. So that I will write in function f. So right now this is my domain for f. Like here 1 was the domain for g, then 3 was the domain for f. So here 2x plus 1 is domain of f. Now what is my function f? X square minus 3. So in just writing it here, in place of x, now I will replace what? 2x plus 1. This whole thing will go in this, right? Because this is my function f. This is my function f. So now it will become 2x plus 1 square minus 3. So I have substituted this value in place of x. Now what comes in your mind? I will expand this 2x plus 1 square by the formula of algebraic identity. Do you remember what this algebraic identity is? Let me help you recalling it. If you have a plus b whole square, it is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So same formula I will apply here. It will become 4x square plus 4x plus 1 minus 3. And then you just simplify it, 4x square plus 4x minus 2. So finally this is your f of g of x part 1, right? So this is the expression you have gotten here. Let's do part b of the same question. It is saying find out f of, oops, sorry, I have repeated the question, my mistake. Okay, let's do this. It was actually here g of f of x. Let me change the question here. It was g of f of x. This was the question, right? Which was part b. Now in this case, what you will do, the function f, which is this, will go in function g. Okay, so now let me see what is my function f. I have written here for you. So in function g, now x square minus 3 will go. Why? Because x square minus 3 is my function f. So now it will go in g, and this is my g. 2x plus 1 is my function g. So this domain, which is x square minus 3, will go here in function g. So it will become 2 times x square minus 3 plus 1. I hope you understood. This is my function g of x. So this thing will go in place of x in function g. And then I will simply expand it. 3 2s are 6 plus 1. So it is 2x square minus 5. Right. So this is what? This is actually your g of f of x. Okay. Now this is h inverse x. Now we have done this in the previous video, but this past paper question has this c part. So I said, why not? Let's do it for the sake of revision. So h inverse x, when you will do your function h, let me change the color. So function h is your x upon 2. Now if you remember, we followed 3 steps. What were those steps? First of all, let me write it here neatly. First of all, put the function equals to y. So my function is x upon 2. I'm putting it equals to y. After that, make x a subject. How can I make that? If I will bring 2 here, it will become 2y equals to x. And after that, you have to replace y by x, and you have to replace x by the inverse of the function. My function was h of x, so its inverse is this, right? So here, y I will replace by x, and x I will replace by h inverse x. So I can say that my function h inverse x is equals to 2x, right? So this is how you find the inverse composite function, and if the value is given to you.